It has been called the Great Migration, people changing careers at rapid pace, and it's expected to continue through 2022. So if you're one of those people at home right now job hunting, how do you know when you've found the right fit? Well, our Job Connection career coach has determined 4 questions to ask yourself to determine whether the company culture of the place you're applying to is right for you. Sarah, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. So first off, how does the company align with my strengths, values, and interests?
Yeah, that's a very important question to ask yourself. It's good to take an inventory on what you're strong at, what your values are, what you're interested, and how do those align with the company's purpose and mission.
And of course, today we're dealing with work from home, hybrid, working in the office. So the next question you say we should ask ourselves is, how will I thrive in this work environment?
Yeah, it's good to check in with yourself and knowing where you are as we continue to emerge out of this global pandemic. Do you need to be working from home right now? Is it okay for you to be in the office a few days a week, or do you really need to be in the office full time?
And you say another question to ask yourself is, who will I be working with?
Yeah, it's important to know who are your coworkers, who is your direct supervisor, your boss, your leadership team, maybe who are the customers that you're supporting, and how do you get along with them?
And why do you think that's such an important question for us to ask ourselves?
Well, it's so important because the number one reason why people leave their jobs is because they do not feel appreciated. So really, it's important to understand, how do you want to be appreciated for the work that you're doing? How, when you're working 40, 50 or more hours a week, is it more than just a paycheck every 2 weeks? Do you need those, words of affirmation, those acts of service, those gifts, just to make you feel appreciated for the work that you are doing?
And so speaking of feeling appreciated, you say the last thing to ask when determining if a company's culture is for you is exactly how do we want to be appreciated for our work?
Right. And that is so important too. Just knowing, it's like, how do I like to be appreciated? And is my appreciation language different from the people that I'm going to be working with? And is that something that I can, work with going forward?
And so, Sarah, one last question for you while we have you here. How important would you say company culture is?
Company culture is very important, but it is very important for you to identify what is a good culture for you, because that is the first question I get asked with my clients. They say, I want to work for a good company. I want to work for a good culture, but what does that mean to you? Because everyone's definition is different.
And, we spend so much time at work. You definitely want to make sure you've got the right fit.
Definitely.
Sarah, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
And again, those 4 questions you should be asking yourself to find out if the company culture is a good fit for you. How does the company align with my strengths, values, and interests? How will I thrive in the work environment? Who will I be working with? And how do I want to be appreciated for my work? KCTV5's Job of the Day stands for you. This one is convenient for folks on the south side of the metro. Smithfield Foods is doing walk-in interviews tomorrow and Thursday. To check out their open positions with starting pay at $18.50 an hour, scan the QR code on your screen.